Robert Smalls, and I live at 852 North Washington Street. And I'm not going to make a presentation per se, but I'm just going to start off by quoting an article that appeared in yesterday's Times Leader, and then I can ask a few questions. Council held an executive session prior to the work session to discuss real estate matters. Vinsco said the topic was the relocation of proposed natural gas main on North Washington Street. Last month, Robert Smalls addressed council regarding the proposed route for the gas line that would run next to his house on North Washington Street. Council removed a resolution regarding the easement for the installation of a 12-inch main by UGI and Natural Gas Incorporated to allow Vinsco time to consider changing language regarding how close the line would be to Small's house. My question would be, what occurred in that meeting? Is there any information that you can give me that's new in regard to the gas line as far as UGI is concerned or the council is concerned?
Mr. Smalls, did you have any other questions, or do you have any whether you want to, and we'll answer when you're done there, if there's anything else?
Well, there's a couple. First of all, depending what your answer is, I might have a few other questions regarding based on your
Rather
answers.
than going back and forth and using your time, why don't you continue with any other questions you have and make note of them?
Okay, well, it's my understanding that UGI is going to bypass council and take a different track in order to expedite this matter. And to this point, council has not approved the resolution that is going to give them the okay to go ahead. And then I understand the words eminent domain were used, and if that's true, I have some questions on eminent domain. That's about it.
Did you want to discuss the first part?
The meeting that we had in the executive session was to brief council on the issues that we had discussed last time, the fact that what UGI's position was at this point. Everything that you had stated and that you had heard is accurate at this point. So that was just a presentation with council on those issues, and everybody was aware of what was happening.
The issue of eminent domain was mentioned in the light that the existing line is deteriorating, and for the public's good, that they could go ahead and do basically what they told us they're going to do from the get-go.
It was my understanding that eminent domain only applied to private property. Since this is public property, can they do eminent domain?
Under the Business Corporations Law in Pennsylvania, a utility can put a line anywhere they need to put it, including if they want to put it across public square. In this situation, they approached the city because they wanted setbacks on the levee. They want to put that line there, they want to put the line there, and they have the authority to do it and just come in and get the permits to do it. They made the presentation to council and to the administration. At this point, that it's council. It's up for council's consideration if they choose to proceed, but UGI has the right to proceed without council approval.
Even though it's not private property, it's public property, correct? Okay. If that's true, then will the city be reimbursed? Because according, I think it's to the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, whenever anything's taken in eminent domain, the people that are losing their property are entitled to some compensation for that.
We're not losing any property. What they're going to do is put the gas line underground. We still have authority over everything above it. Same way they would put it in your tree lawn in certain areas or in the street.
So they're going to, I don't understand, it's eminent domain, but we're not going to lose any property. They're just going to.
Eminent domain is a legal term for acquiring private property for government use.
Yes.
This is akin to eminent domain. It's not under the eminent domain statute. It's actually under the Business Corporations Law. It's under a different statute. Same concept, but there's no consideration that's required. The issue is that there's no easement, meaning that if there was going to be a setback on the gas line, if they go through, there's no setback issue.
So how do they repair the line then if there's no easement to go in there?
They have the right to go in there under the Business Corporations Law. That was the discussion we had with UGI legal counsel.
And as far as flood control, maintenance and so forth, that would still be with the city. Could there be a clash there between the two if the city wanted to work on for a flood control project and the gas company had something to do at the same time? Who's going to, who will be the upper hand? Who has the final say?
The Flood Protection Authority gave approval to the installation of the line where it is. And when you had asked that last meeting, I had emailed Mr. Lamson from UGI. He confirmed the next morning that the Luzerne County Flood Protection Authority gave authority to do this project.
So it wasn't the Corps of Engineers that stated, it was the Luzerne County Flood Control?
That was my understanding.
What I would recommend, Mr. Small, if you have any more questions about anything the city's involved in, that you certainly can communicate with the city attorney's office and get those answers directly. But as you see on the agenda, this isn't on our agenda for this evening, so.
Yeah, and I apologize for that. I
Okay.
do appreciate the time you have given me. But does that mean that I could call Attorney Vince
Oh, sure.
at your office at any time?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.